Welcome to Warlord Drums. Today I've got a very exciting video to react to. I will be reacting to Sleep Token's drummer, Number 2. No, Number 2 is not a member of Slipknot. Although you can draw similarities between the two bands. They're both metal, they both have a great drummer, and they both also wear masks. However, Sleep Token are not really alike to Slipknot when it comes to the sound. The drums, however, are incredible. I've been wanting to react to Number 2 for a while now, and so I'm so happy to be able to do it today. I think less talking is needed. Let's watch Number 2 from Sleep Token play the song Alkaline. Here we go. The song itself is really good, and I'm particularly excited about Sleep Token because it's always nice when a band with a different style and a different touch sort of hits the scene globally and makes a big impact, particularly when they're an English band and I'm from England. And so we're watching a version right now that has no vocals, so they've removed the vocals and it's an instrumental version. Those drums are DW, they look absolutely beautiful. Number 2 looks in the zone and ready to perform. And I want you to pay attention to Number 2's subtleties in this song. As I say, I've heard the song before. The subtleties and the chops are the thing that separates him from a lot of other players, a lot of other drummers, in metal specifically. And the great thing about Number 2 is he offers something which you don't tend to hear. It's very gospel orientated, gospel influenced. He's mentioned that he has studied that. So here we go. There's the percussion from his Roland, I believe, electronic kit. The sound of that snare. See the subtleties I'm talking about? Cymbal choke. It's following a lot of the rhythm of the other instruments and locking in with unisons. Like that. As well as accenting around the downbeats. You won't hear me talking a lot today. I love it. I'm going to enjoy this. Nice bit of triplet action on his snare. Oh, what was that? That was beautiful and subtle. Can't get over how nice that snare is. So relaxed, isn't he? Seems very adept with both hands, left and right. Doesn't seem to have much of a weak side, ambidextrous. That was lovely. I've not heard that fill in the original. See, he's locking in with the instruments. Cymbal chokes, those cymbal chokes are so beautiful. Glorious, musical, beautiful. Great band in general. The mask looks pretty cool too, doesn't it? Right, let's talk about it. One way to describe that performance was sublime. You talk about drummers being musical. Well, this guy takes the biscuit. Seriously. You can see a lot of drummers are really quick. You can see a lot of drummers have really good powerful dynamics. If you take Eloy Casagrande for Slipknot, who's just joined Slipknot as of 2024 this year, if you're watching it in 2027 or 2028, he's essentially an amazing drummer, Eloy Casagrande. But he's completely different in every aspect to someone such as Tu from Sleep Token. Whereas someone like Eloy or El Estapario are very hard hitting, and they also have, don't get me wrong, they have super chops. Number 2 is very subtle with the way that he fits rhythms in between unisons, where he locks in with the guitar and bass and anything else that's going on in the overall sound. He's picking out and he's accenting it. If there's a little subtle sound or tone or nuance with the music, he musically applies that on the drums also, as well as the beautiful, amazing, sublime baby notes, or ghost notes, or mini notes, or whatever you want to call them. He's not only executing down beats, he's making use of dynamic contrast. So the whole aroma of number 2's playing is based around musicality, and not only trying to make the overall sound as good as possible by adding the percussion to join the rest of the musicians, he also adds his own rhythms, patterns, style, flair, flavour, whatever you want to call it, alongside keeping the time and the overall pushing along of the groove. He's just got a lot of variety in his playing. And it seems like sometimes he's playing randomly. I can assure he's written all these parts and he knows exactly what he's doing. And I noticed this isn't actually the same as the song. Number 2 also can improvise super, super well because he's practiced and he understands the parts like the back of his hand. His very painted hand. Now, I did mention in the reaction that he's super composed. In fact, I actually said specifically he's super relaxed. It's always important to be relaxed as a drummer, no matter what you're playing, especially if you're playing metal, because you don't want to play a gig and play 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever songs and be burning out after the second one. You want to be able to have a consistent feel, a consistent dynamic, a consistent technique of the strokes, where they are applied at a certain dynamic or volume, and it wants to be applied all the way through the gig consistently. You're creating the pulse which is pushing the music forward in a consistent manner. Number 2 has got some of the best dynamic control I've seen in a metal player, if I'm completely honest. And I've seen an interview with Number 2, which I might actually react to, where he's on Drumeo and he explains he has studied the gospel style, and it absolutely shines through. It's very obvious that he can play to a very high level. He's a musical player. He doesn't just think the drums are something to hit. Me, man, hit drum, which is also fine. There's a time and a place for everything. For heavy hitting, for hard hitting, for fast grooves, for quick double bass pedals, for blast beats, blast bombs, and all these different variety of rhythms and beats which you use in metal. In my opinion, if Sleep Token had a drummer where it was predominantly blast beats or skank beats, which is just kind of a bit like ska punk, a bit faster, you know, eighth notes on the hi-hat, and an offbeat on your snare. If he was using that sort of thing, it could be argued that they would never have made it, because it's just the same as everything else. And as I mature as a drummer and as I get older, the more I play, the more players that I watch, the more I realise the most important thing for me to listen to is originality, style, and subtlety. I'm these days more impressed by somebody enhancing the musical performance of the other instruments, vocals being an instrument also. And although we didn't hear the vocals in that specific song, I can assure you he sometimes uses the vocals to apply his rhythms, accenting everything, whether it be the bass, the guitar, or the vocals. He's playing a beat, having a solid backbeat, and also applying lots of different textures, and in a very original way for metal. We're going to see a lot more of Sleep Token. I believe they're going to be a huge entity. They're already big, but I only see them getting stronger and bigger, and the music being more exciting. So that's number 2 from Sleep Token, playing Alkaline. I hope you enjoyed it. You should be very excited what number 2 has got to offer coming up in the future. I know I'm excited. Thanks so much for watching. An absolute pleasure to react to this man. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and come back for more reaction videos and some other drum related excitement. Hit the bell button, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, bye bye.